start to. Yo, what's good, everybody? Another episode, Parlay with us. We got Hustle Stacks, Sean Doe, Mr. Beans to be joining us shortly. Stony Crook on this great Sunday. Everybody excited. First Sunday of football. We had a great game today, a lot of upsets. Man, I'm a loss of words, man. An unexpected result today in the Patriots game. They played a good game.
That shit wasn't unexpected.
What I think about that?
That shit wasn't unexpected for me. I thought we could beat them. I wasn't sold on them. And the
Right.
Bengals start off slow beginning of the year. So I
went to the window.
That's what I had mentioned.
I went to the window on it too.
I went to the window. I wish I put more though. I ain't gonna front. I didn't put what I should have put. I put enough to come out with a good weekend, but either way, it's a home team. I didn't do it because it was the home team. Like Stack said, I thought they could beat them just because of the history of the Bengals. And at the end of the day, man, it's cliche, but the shit gets played on the field, bro. The games get played on the field. You can say all you want about the preseason. It's early, but Bo Nix look like Bo Nix. Antonio Pierce doesn't know what he's doing coaching wise. Like, there's a lot of shit you get exposed when you know what I mean? When we think, the Raiders are gonna do this, and and it's still early, they can still do all that, but we gotta watch these games play out, especially in the NFL.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good. You dressed in your Charger blue.
God to make moves, doobie don't snooze on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but don't break.
Yeah, man. This is Parlay with us, man. I'm back at it. I was a little bit behind, a minute or two behind schedule, but I'm here. You got Stony Cook, you got Sean Doe, Hustle Stacks. We bringing it to you guys live again. This is Parlay with us, man. The Boston's #1 podcast. We bringing you raw and unapologetically, hot content. You know what I mean? We don't, we just bring it. So with that being said, what's good, fellas? I know I jumped in on you guys starting it off, and Cook just dropped in that intro. Shout out to Nonchalantly Zay. For giving us that track once again, man. We are in season #2 of Parlay with us, man. Today, as you can see, man, these guys already started it off. I'm in my street clothes right now, but these guys already started it off, man. You got Stacks with the hot hoodie and y'all matching with the same hat. You know what I mean? You got Cooks with the Brady. You know what I mean? Super Bowl joint on. I feel y'all. I see what y'all trying to do on the first day.
It's only right though.
So you know what I mean?
That jersey don't count. That jersey don't count. Stony. Everybody got it Brady.
There you go. But I know you. I see you went to the.
It's a tradition for me to wear this jersey every first Patriots game every year. So it is what it is.
I got something for you. I'm gonna put you in the casket. I ain't gonna say it. I'm saving.
That's gonna be hard to do. Man. I always got something in the bag,
And we got Doe looking studious with the new specs on, man. Getting the specs on, like welcome to the
Count
family.
my money. Count my money.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. And we got to get into that too, like our results, man. So I hope y'all got your pattern.
Yeah, man. Remember, I was taking my paperwork when I was at work, man. I think I left that on my desk, but I can still remember what I did. But let's start. So how y'all want to start it off? You want to start with the bets? Let's start with the bets. How did you guys do with y'all bets and y'all picks this week? Let's start it off with Crooks because Crooks is ready to go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, 2-2. I had a 2-2 day. we don't like to say the coulda, woulda, but that Tennessee, man, up 17-0. They had that defense was just like holding those Bears offense down. They couldn't do nothing on offense to the Bears, man. And for them to be up that much and lose that lead and lose the cover, it was beyond me, man. I don't know how that happened, but I went 2-2. Minnesota covered, Green Bay lost, Atlanta under 42.5 cashed, and Tennessee +4 was a loss. So it was a 2-2 day.
Green Bay actually lost a lot. That injury gonna hurt them, man.
Yeah,
oh, man,
it's gonna hurt my fantasy a little bit too.
You know, that was wow. I'm like, but you know that could happen at any time at any player. So you know,
That's wild. The last play of the game like that. That's what's crazy about it.
It was the last. See, I didn't get to see. It was the actual last play.
Last play of the game.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, towards the end. Yeah.
Wow. So Stoney got Cook is right now.
I'm gonna have to rely on Herbert. That's my backup. But as far as the wagering, it was a 2-2 week.
Yeah, week 1.
That's good. 500. You know, I mean,
right.
Better than 1 and 3.
Right. So, how did you do, though, on your pick?
I did 2. So I did the 5-pick
parlay,
which I missed by 1. It was Henry. I had Mahomes. I had Worthy over 40. I had the points.
I remember when I seen Worthy going off. I remember that.
Yeah, I missed. What it was is I missed the 40. It's a loss because I did 5 and I got 4 out of 5. I did the 40. The Andrews 40 plus. Me and Stacks had a conversation the next day, man. He looked like fried fish out there, man. I don't know. I guess because he got hit by a truck. I don't know. Either way, I fucking lost that one. And then I only picked one game today on the books for the show was Colts, and I lost that by, you all seen that game. So I was on 2.
Yeah, I didn't get to see, too much. I only really got to see the Patriots. So how did the Colts, what did that end up, man? Let me grab, where's my, I don't even know the scores on today's show.
Yeah, pull that up.
What you looking for? What you need?
Pull up the scores.
What was the scores today on the early games?
So you had the Dolphins and the Jaguars in the thriller. 2017 Dolphins over the Jaguars.
Yeah.
47-10 Saints over the Panthers.
Okay.
Vikings 28-6 over the Giants. Of course, yours truly, the Patriots 16-10. Texans 29-27 over the Colts. Patriots beat the Bengals, by the way. Bears over the Titans 24-17. Man, that's every time I just want to throw up.
Yeah, that was.
Come on, man. 17. They couldn't do nothing.
He was
man.
a quarterback, bro. He
gave them 2 picks, like 2 pick sixes.
He shit himself. Literally.
Bills over the Cardinals.
Who's that?
Bills over the Cardinals 34-28. Steelers beat the Falcons, man. Wow, man. That was crazy. They play Steelers football.
Yeah, shout out to the great quarterback Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, man,
like straight dog shit today.
I mean, and it's like he always have those type of games. He's always playing those type of games. Always. They were driving. He throws an interception.
Do you like that?
He was in the red zone twice to take the lead. He threw an interception on one and then he fumbled on the other one.
He's under pressure. That's what it is. He's looking over his shoulder.
But he needs to protect the ball, man. He needs to have that awareness, that ball awareness.
It's hard when that pressure on you.
Throw that ball away or just throw it to the ground or do something and not cause a turnover, especially in those key possessions. It was late in the game. You guys could have taken the lead. The momentum could have swung your way. And you just gave it up to the Steelers, man. And they just couldn't do nothing. And the Steelers didn't do much either, but shout out to Fields.
They didn't do much.
Fields I don't think Fields is giving up that starting job.
To be honest with you, I don't think he did enough to keep it. to be honest with you, he didn't really.
He didn't do enough to lose it either. But I agree though. He didn't do. It was like
I just think it's just the momentum.
Though the way how loyal Tomlin is, I wouldn't be surprised if he put Russell Wilson back in there.
Yeah, me neither. But
he didn't really blow the doors off today.
He did, but that's him. But I don't know what we were expecting. Man, I gotta say, man, real quick. I love Baker Mayfield, man. I guess that's all I gotta say. More money in the bank.
So did you watch that Baker game then? That's what you're saying?
No, I'm sorry, man. As the games are still going, I got some live props going. I just said I love Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, man, gotta be first ballot Hall of Fame.
Okay.
He gotta be. I do.
Yeah, they playing some good ball, man. To Tampa Bay, and they all rallying behind Baker Mayfield. That run they made last year, towards the end, and how they was playing, I think they carried that over. It carried over into the seasons. They playing really good right now, man. It's like they picked up right where they left off. So expect a lot from Tampa. They defense, they run the ball. They got a great offense. They doing their thing, man.
Sorry about that, guys. I did a lot.
They could easily win. Well, they should win that conference. That conference, you're looking at another team, whoever first to 10 wins going to win that conference easily, maybe 9. So
maybe 9.
Maybe 9. So
we can't say. I'm not saying we can't give New Orleans no credit, but we can't give them because Carolina looks like they worse than last year. I know it's God damn.
Yeah, they do. They look bad. They look bad.
Wow, look at that score. Oh, hold on. Hold on real quick. So we could just real quick. We're just gonna run it down about these games today out and make it easier. I'm gonna share this screen real quick, and so that way we can stay on kind of point real quick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if y'all can see, y'all just talked about this, man. Look at the numbers on this. That's 47-10, like.
Yeah, the Colts, man. I mean, the Saints, man. They got busy today,
Saints,
man.
They got busy, man. You got Kamara. Yo, remember we was talking about Kamara the other day? Look at this. Kamara ends up with 15 carries for 83 yards a TD. They wide receiver. What's his name? Shaheed. That's his name.
Yeah, Shaheed. Yeah, Shaheed.
I got him on my fantasy. I went dumpster dive. I knew.
Yo, 3 receptions, 73 yards, 1 TD. Yeah,
he was catching some bombs.
Derek Carr looked like he's probably.
But we gotta we just gotta really quantify that window, fam. Like we gotta. Because Carolina looks like they belong in college football. I'm just keeping it 100.
They got some problems over there.
They look fucking terrible, and I'm not taking, like I said, I ain't taking anything away. It is what it is.
They do. They look bad.
They look bad though, Bean.
So how did Trevor Lawrence look, guys? How did he look today with this Miami squeaking out the 20-17 win?
They were looking good, man, but their defense, man, gave up that bomb to Tyreek, man. I don't know what the hell they was doing.
I heard they
had a great game plan the whole game.
The
whole game, they had a great game plan.
Let the goal line by Etn.
ETN fumbled at the goal line.
That fucked the whole game up. To me, that switched the whole momentum of the game. He fumbled on the way into the end zone.
Oh, he fumbled. Okay, I didn't see that. That game. I was just seeing the updated scores.
Crook, that switched the whole vibe, bro. The whole vibe just.
And they had the game under control to Jacksonville.
They did. That would have been
playing good.
They would have been up 24, whatever it was, but it just
that bomb to Tyreek. I don't even gonna fall him for that shit. Tyreek do that to anybody.
He gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, but they had a great game plan where they kept them underneath. You know, anything he caught was underneath. You know, they didn't.
Yeah, you can see he was working 7 receptions for 1.
Yeah, they didn't let him get on the outside like that. I don't know what happened on that play.
Yo, is Tua, like, real quick, is Tua really that good? 338 yards, 1 TD. Is he good like that?
Nah, I don't think so.
No, he just throws the fucking ball in the air. I mean,
he just throws the ball.
He's good for that system that they run.
Yeah, he's good for that system, but he's not that guy. I mean, first of all, you know, he doesn't have a good. He can't see over the lineman unless he drops back about 4 or 5 steps, you know. So
Well, before you talk
he-
about that, I understand what you, as you say that, not to cut you off though, Cook, as you say that, we're going to talk about somebody else that I witnessed today that just what you said, can't see over the offensive lineman. But what about this one? The Texans coach, man. I saw that was a nail biter. I thought the Colts had this game, and then for some reason the Texans came back. I didn't catch to see what happened at the end, but the Texans came back and squeaked it out. Yo, Cincinnati gave up on Joe Mixon 30 carries, 159 a TD. You know, they gave up on Mixon. Don't get me wrong. I think who they had running the ball today? Oh, damn. Who's Cincinnati? Who they had running the ball today? Huh?
Zach Moss.
Moss is going to be good for them.
Okay. I mean, he ain't Joe Mixon.
He ain't Joe Mixon, but he played okay. I don't know what, you know, but I think that was, you know, yeah, I don't know. But the coach looked pretty good too. I don't know what happened at the end though.
They defense gave up some key plays, and you know,
Nico Collins' catch was incredible. I mean,
Nico Collins, he's a stud, man. I was trying to get him on my fantasy, man, but that dude is an animal. He's been doing his thing for a while now. Yeah, he's to be reckoned with. You know, he's definitely a guy you got to plan against. You got to like really put your best cornerback on him because he's that number one over there, definitely.
CJ Stroud ended up with 234 with 2 TDs. He had a decent game, it looks like. I don't know. Did y'all see how he looked today?
Looked great. He looked great. I mean, you know, for a second-year quarterback, young, he's managing the game. He's making plays. He's doing what he has to do to win. You know, those are the things you got to pay attention to. You're on the road. You got a team on your ass. Because the Colts was on that ass today. They was
right. The Colts looked like they were. I seen some highlights, a couple of highlights. The Colts was playing. Colts looked pretty good, man. They might be a team. There's a good amount of teams, man, in the AFC, man. That might be they're gonna be trying to bring it. And the next one is this is for Stacks. Stacks, your Patriots won 16-10. Your boy Jacoby Brissett managed the game.
I got some notes, man, for that game, man.
We're gonna get in it. Let's get in it right now because we're at that. I'm at that. I'm circling it. We're at it right now.
I just want to say one thing.
I
just want to say one thing about that
Patriots win.
A lot of people who played that Survivor got knocked out. Survivor Eliminator, man, they knocked out a lot of people. That was the most picked team. And all the survivors, all the eliminators, everybody had the Bengals. Everybody. Okay. And man, there's a lot of people gone from these survivor contests. Done. Benito over and out, man. Like the first game, man. And I warned them. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have taken that pick. I warned them because there was so much uncertainty. It was so much uncertainty. The key thing for me was this dude not being around for a while. The receiver for the Bengals, Jamar Chase. I think that kind of had them. Even though the Bengals notoriously start slow this season, but that even backed them up even more. They didn't have the Jamar Chase around. Higgins is hurt. So much uncertainty. Burrow coming back from a hand injury.
Chase just looked. Did Chase to you guys look like he was just not dialed in yet?
Yes, he did. He looked disinterested.
He looked disinterested.
T. Higgins ain't hurt. They got some serious issues going on over there.
Something's going on there. Something's going on in there, Stacks.
They ain't paying them. Them two guys they star wideouts for the last 3 years.
Yeah,
they ain't paying them. So I don't know where the money going for them guys. They ain't paying nobody else.
That's why Tyler Boyd got. That's why Tyler Boyd got out of there as soon as he was up.
You got. There's no reason why Jamar Chase is waiting for a contract. Period.
He shouldn't be. Not Jamar Chase and not T. Higgins too.
Nah, you gotta pay them. You gotta pay them two guys.
Yes, you do.
If they don't pay, if the Bengals don't pay them two guys, they're gonna do their buddy, their friend, a disservice, which is Joe Burrow. So they better, if they want Joe Burrow to end up, I hate to say it, I don't like to say, but if he wants to be another Boomer Esiason, take away his receivers. Go ahead. Let's get down to this Patriots 16-10 win over the Bengals, guys. What we liked from the Pats. What did you like, Stacks? What did you see from the offensive side of the ball? The defense played great, man. Listen, Duggar, I thought he got burnt. I was about to talk shit about Duggar when he got burnt by what's the kid's name? What's the tight end? Jasicki. When he thought he was all doing what did he doing his what he doing the whatever the dance called, whatever the shit was called, when he thought he had that TD, I was like, damn, he got burnt like that. Then when I seen it again, I was like, oh, okay, he hanged with that.
Oh,
and after that,
he did the gritty.
Yeah, he did the gritty. And after that, you seen Duggar even playing even harder after that attempt on him because they tried to. That's like saying we're gonna throw on Duggar. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna try to expose him. And after that, after he broke that game, that play up that could have been a touchdown, I think Duggar played harder. I think the rest of the team was playing gritty on defense. But offensively, what do you guys think about that? I watched the game, so what do y'all think about that?
Yo, shout out to Hunter Henry, man. That for him to have that presence in mind to take that ball and you know stop that interception, because that would have been an interception in the end zone. We would have walked out with no points. That was a huge play, huge. That Hunter Henry break up, because the defender already had that ball intercepted. When they came down, Hunter Henry ripped that ball out dude's hand, like, because he knew he wasn't gonna be able to get the ball. But I'm gonna make sure this dude don't intercept it. Sure enough, man, at the last minute, like, he just ripped that ball out, man. That was a huge play. There was a lot of key plays the Pats made today, and it reminded me of the old Patriots way, man. Just key plays, you know, here and there, special team, defense, and sprinkle a little bit of that offense, man. And man, let me tell you, I don't know where to start in terms of, or I don't know who I could credit this win to. It was a complete team effort, man.
Team effort. There you go.
Everybody did their part. Everybody did
coaching,
something great.
Everybody. Yeah.
If I'm gonna credit the win, I'm gonna credit to Stevenson all day. Like, he was running that thing today.
Oh yeah, he was running that ball, man.
Yeah. So
when they tried to slow him up a little bit, when they started to try to bring some guys up in the box and shit like that, they was coming from him. They was rushing him from behind, from the edge. He still was working that horse. He was still trying to get in there, and he's a bruiser. So that's what a running back like him would have to continue to do for us, is to literally soften up the defensive line on the other side, where they don't want to tackle this kid. Soften up them linebackers where they don't want to tackle him, because he's coming with a good head of steam. And then if we have who's our slash back? Who's our guy coming out the backfield? Who? Wilson?
Antonio
Gibson.
Yep, I see.
Gibson,
So he made a few plays. Did he? Yeah, I think they had a few plays. Yep, they had a few plays. So
he was all right. He didn't turn the ball over, so
right. He wasn't spectacular, but Pope caught some ball. A couple of nice throws that went his way. Showed his sure hands. Demario Douglas, what's going on? Is it spacing? Can he get open? What is it?
He's open.
Or is it you think he's open? And
I don't want to listen, man. We won the game, and what?
I would know. I already know where you're going.
Bro, we gotta be real about it too. But I'm really happy we won the game. So I'm not gonna.
But Stacks, he did. Stacks, he controlled it though. He didn't. Did he turn over the ball though?
Pass though.
Listen, he missed a lot of throws out there. But listen,
he missed a lot of them, man. He missed a lot of throws.
My bad, Stacks. My thing was, for me, my MVP is definitely Stevenson. But that offensive line got to get good kudos, because first of all, they were shitted on through everybody. The evaluators, Pro Football Focus. It's only one game. But they looked like they knew how to line up. They weren't getting, I think they had one false start penalty. I think the backup came in, because I could have went either way. Austin Hooper had two big catches. Not a lot of catches. He had two big catches. But like I said, he
had to fucking dive to get one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's with Jacoby Brissett, man, we know what we was going to get. I'm not going to front, bro. we should have scored at least 26 points that game. There's no way you get the ball.
You're right.
Maybe we do that in the next game. Like you just.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
Maybe
listen.
it's a progression. Maybe it's a progression.
Listen, he's gonna be in there until further notice. So obviously we got to see what he does. That's why you don't see me going too hard. But you guys got eyes. If you're watching the game, and you're basically just like, come on, like there's no you. Even when they were saying it during the game, the announcers was like, yo, he got to make that throw. Like, I think it was a throw to Osborne. Even though Osborne ain't had a good camp and he's been up and down, there was one throw where he threw it. Like,
over his head. Yeah, I remember
over
that.
his head, like, and that was a big play.
That was a good throw. That could have been a good play.
That would have been a great play.
Playing close, that could have been an interception.
That's what I'm saying. And then the one thing I give Brissett, though, what I gotta, you know, like Crook said, Hunter Henry built him up. But one thing I can say, where he did do some things where I was like, okay, when he ran the ball, he ran when he had to run.
Yeah, I like to make those first downs.
He ran when he had to run. I'll give him that.
I'll give him that.
I can't shit up. Those were big plays. So
yeah, I like that.
Like I said, we're doing what we need to do. The game for me, like I said, I went to the window. If you watch the show, I picked them to win. So it's not. Man, I look at this team with the defense and with Keon White, big game, big. There's your Judon replay. There's Jude. That's why they got his ass up out of here.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you who my favorite player is in a minute.
Easy. That kid could be, man.
Yeah, Keon White. Yes. Talking about defense.
Wait till you hear about this kid. And I'm gonna give Gonzalez I'll give Gonzalez credit because, but like you guys said, Chase wasn't even in. I heard he threw a tantrum and they couldn't, and he cost him something. I didn't see that.
No, it was in the end when they punted on fourth down.
Yeah, so
he didn't like that. So he was just on some shit.
He was on a tantrum, like Stack said, like you guys are saying, you're wasting your time over there and you're not paying people. But you can't take away from the Patriots going on the road and getting that W.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a big. Remember what we said, Stacks. Though, remember when we called off the schedule just about a few weeks ago when we reconvened with the show after our summer break? We said, "Oh man, this might be a 0-something start." Right now, we have an opportunity with Seattle coming in.
I said it could possibly be a 2-0 start with these. Yeah. That's what I said.
Oh, that's right. You did say we'll get the first two, and then after that is hell. Yeah. But you know,
no. He said we'll get the first two. You don't know. You don't know. You get that second two, and Seattle's defense looked okay today.
They shaky.
Yeah,
shaky.
But we can get them.
Shaky.
I mean,
they can get better.
Man, listen. This is NFL. We all know this. Forget our predictions of what we said. This is the NFL, man. You got teams that go from 2-16 to 7-9. I'm not saying we're going to win a Super Bowl, but what I'm saying, we can't predict these things, especially if you got not a hitting gem, especially if you got a number 3 pick on the bench. If he gets in there, man, you don't know what could happen. You don't know what could happen.
I mean, it's something we could build on, but I want to send a shout out to Jelani Tavai.
Yeah,
my man was playing with energy. He reminded me of Rodney Harrison a little bit, man. This dude was flying some heads today. He was hitting hard. When he hit you,
he's like
you was going down.
That's no surprise.
I like what he brought today to that defense because that's what we was missing. We was missing that.
I actually thought he played well last year. So I wasn't.
Well, yes, Tavai played good last year.
Yeah, he did. So he did. He just showed up.
I just like the overall energy today. The overall energy was with
on defenses. Yeah,
I've been waiting to see for a long time.
But we knew that Beans with that D. We knew that. The D was not the problem last year.
Yeah, the D was not the problem at all. It
hasn't been a problem for a long time.
For a long time, it's the offensive.
But it was a big test today though on the road against a Cincinnati team that that's known for throwing that ball. So
let's be prepared. You know, we're gonna move on to the next
real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. The thing about Tavado, where I would give him some props though, once people get that contract, a lot of people relax. He got paid. People thought he got overpaid, and he came out and you know, and kept his energy that he had last year.
You know why?
I respect
You
that.
know why? You know why? Because he's that type of player.
Yeah.
And he's Samoan. They different.
That's what I was about to say, though. Yo, Stacks, I didn't want to call out no ethnicity type of thing, but you know, that's a whole different. He's Samoan. That's a whole different ball game. When they when they dedicated into something, especially sports wise, they go hard, man.
Yeah,
the money, they let the money settle itself. You never heard none of these guys argue about contracts. You know, Troy Polamalu down to, you know, you never heard of these guys like going. They just was playing football and just smashing heads, and that's the vibe reminds me of Polamalu. You know what I mean? Just like that energy, like all over the field. You know, playing that backfield like a beast, and that's what he's doing. Right? Just playing that back, like, you know, keeping that thing in front of him. He's keeping that in front of him.
Look like he slimmed up a little bit too.
Exactly, look like he slimmed up, and there you go, Stacks, and that's the why to keep the movement.
That's not
movement, agility. You know, they gotta be agile. They gotta be able to, you know, move them.
Real quick before we move on, shout out to Stevenson for slimming up and still keeping his strength, because he slimmed up too.
Yeah.
And he still kept his strength.
Who slimmed up?
Stevenson. He lost some weight too.
Yeah, he don't look as big as
he's trying to have a long season. He said he changed his whole regimen. You know, he wants to be healthy. He wants to. He missed the last 5 games last year, so he know that he had to make some adjustments because he wants to be in the long haul.
Before we move on, remember they have new stuff going on, new coaching, new weight regiments, new all of that shit.
Everything new.
Everything's new what they're doing. So maybe that was part of the whole plan, was to make sure everybody, you know, slim down, be more lean, you know, and speed.
Yeah, they look faster for sure.
Right?
Yeah,
speed.
That ain't no Belichick defense right there.
No, it ain't.
No.
Not saying Bill had bad defense, because he didn't.
Right.
That right there.
They look fast.
They look fast. They look like they get into the ball. They move into the ball.
Yes,
they
rush.
Look at the rush. Think about the rush.
Man.
You know what I mean? Think about the rush.
I might get that Keon White jersey, man. Might have to get that one. That kid's going to be something.
Yeah, bringing pressure. So I like what I see out the Patriots. You know, we got an early season. Hopefully, you know, they'll capitalize on what's going on today. So let's move on. So before we go, let's go up. I'm going up the ladder. The next game, you guys, I didn't see anything. Y'all gonna talk about. I saw a little bit of the Cardinals, but what do you guys think about what happened with the Bears Titans? I think Crook had some comments. Look,
the Bears offense didn't do shit today. It was their defense.
Yeah,
they defense, man. Their defense scored. They scored 2 touchdowns. Their defense. Minus
shout out to everybody who's in the loss.
Caleb Williams, he had no answer. Like they had no answer for that Titans defense. The Bears at home, they didn't have no answer. Like it's just they couldn't do nothing. It was 17-0. They couldn't move the ball. They couldn't do anything. But Will Levis making bonehead plays. He shot them in the foot, man. He cost them 14 points, man, off of turnovers, man. You just can't do that. You're not going to win a game like that, especially when you're playing well. They're managing the game well. The defense was just lights out. Tennessee's defense was lights out. That was like my favorite play of the week because I knew that was going to happen. I knew that defense was going to contain the rookie. You know, the rookie wasn't ready for a defense like that. And man, they fumbled, man. The quarterback cost them that game, man. Like a pick six, fumble for a return, like 14 points off of turnovers. That's unacceptable.
And he's throwing the ball on the way. Nothing good comes out of throwing the ball when you're falling to the ground, bro. Like, what? That's like
exactly
like a high school. I don't know.
And off the back foot too, Sean. Off the
back foot.
throw.
Yeah, like
Nothing good ever comes out of
Nothing
that.
good comes out of that.
Yeah, they got lucky. That Caleb Williams, he didn't even have 100 yards.
No,
That's what I'm telling you, man. They didn't do nothing. Yo, look, minus those 14 points, it was what? They would have had 10 points. They would have had.
Those stats on both sides are terrible. If you look at Calvin Ridley, 3 for 50. Then you got DJ Moore, 5 for 36. Swift, 10 for 30.
Yeah, there was nothing going on. They had this game won, man.
That was a defensive game all day long. Like
sure.
All you just had to do was not turn the rock over in that game, and that's what cost me.
That's it. Don't turn the rock over, and you got to win.
Yeah,
that's just it just upsets me, man. Especially when you got a wager on it, but still, man, it was like, man,
stats just prove you right, Stone, to be right, because them stats are terrible.
Those terrible, man.
Did y'all move on to what about what about this Cardinals game with the Bills? How did that?
Cardinals was balling. Look, shout out to Kyler Murray. I think they got something there. I mean, he looked
fixed
great.
something, but okay. Remember we were talking about. Remember I was just telling you
good.
about It looks. Do you think the offensive line is better for him this year? Do we look like he's getting the ball out better instead of like, you know? Sometimes it looks like he's hiding behind a wall, and then he got to do some kind of move or a jump pass to get the ball out, especially if it's the rush is coming at him. Is the offensive line more agile and moving around with Kyler Murray than I didn't watch the game. I saw the end of it. He wasn't able to convert on a couple of plays.
Wide receivers kind of. I think it was more on the wide receiver.
He was getting the ball there. No, there was two questionable throws at the end of that game, and whoever was commentating for the game said, "Hold up here." They were playing a little bit. That was a little too physical on two of those throws to what the name of that receiver?
Oh, it should have been pass interference on a couple of those plays.
Twice on two times on a couple of those plays, and that kind of like sealed the game when it should have been called. I'll say even the second one, both of them should have been called if you ask me. They was basically in this dude's lap and not giving him the opportunity to go for the ball, but yes. So
I mean, his numbers were okay. I think for me personally, I think the thing that let them down was they didn't capitalize. Another thing on defensively, and I understand Josh Allen. So
that's what happened to them.
That's what happened to them because
Josh Allen bust their ass.
Yeah, Josh Allen just went crazy. I think he just ran.
Four total touchdowns, 2 rushing.
Yeah,
but Arizona, they still could have won that game. They just
they were just on that game. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to always like blame the refs, but in this case, the refs are to blame on a couple of plays. The wide receivers got roughed up. Arizona was driving to take the lead, and Kyler Murray was making some good plays, and they missed a call. They missed a pass interference. There was an obvious pass interference, and he threw a nice bomb to the receiver, Deutsch. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but
Greg Deutsch.
Yeah, Deutsch had it. It was right in his hands, man. He just couldn't haul it in, man. So he was rallying that team, man, and they stayed in it, man. They wasn't going anywhere. I mean, they had a nice lead on the Bills, but it was a matter of time before Josh Allen was gonna make his plays and get the team back because they were losing throughout the whole game. The Bills, like they was playing from behind mostly throughout the whole game.
Most of the game,
and they didn't, and the Cardinals didn't get anything from their rookie. Their rookie didn't even really get involved because I don't think what did he do? He had like 1 catch for 4 yards. So they got something good over there. They got a bright future. I mean, the whole thing was how Kyler Murray.
That's right. Yeah, there goes right there. Coach for 1 catch for 4 yards, man. You're right. You was right on the money with that.
He looked good though. For the injury he's coming back from, that was the whole thing, how he was going to look after that injury. But he looked great. Kyler Murray looked great. I think they're going to do some good things over there.
But your original question about the line, I think their whole offensive looks more organized than it did. It's only 1 game from when I watched. The reason why I know is because I watched a lot of Cardinals because I was rooting for them to lose because we was fighting with the pick with them, So I watched a lot of their games actually. So they look more organized on offense. James Conner, you know,
it ain't wide open like when
it ain't
was there.
right. So if your original point, yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Like it's one game. Like it went to a hostile environment. So he definitely played. He definitely played well. But you know, I'm used to Kyler Murray when he first came up 350, 360. You know what I mean? He's 170 yards today. You know what I mean?
You'll get that. I pay attention to how these teams do on the road. You know, like you know, for their first game on the road.
Definitely played well though.
Changed up a little bit.
Definitely played well.
They played some ball today. They was balling. They just didn't make those key stops. There was a couple of key stops they should have made. There was key plays they should have made. They were there. You know, they wasn't even. I mean, think about it. The you know, the odds didn't say that. The odds had them losing by 7.
Who were they? 7 dogs.
They covered. They covered. Yeah, 7. Yeah. They covered.
Well, they played well. I can't take anything. I'm not going front. I'm not the biggest Kyler Murray fan, but he played. He played. He came to play. He came to play. He came to play.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I thought they would have it. I went back to it to see if I saw the odds on there, but I don't see it. Yo, he did look like he was playing. He looked disappointed at the end of the game. That it did, you know, and truthful, like even the last play, I think that should have been called a pass interference on that one. That kid was getting open.
But you know you ain't gonna get a call in Buffalo on the road anyway.
I know, yeah, you're totally right about that one too. So let's go to the game that's at hand right now. I just want to talk about that before we finish off our show or whatever we're going to speak about before the end of the before the show ends. But right now, the Dallas Cowboys is beating up on Cleveland 33-17. It looks like Cleveland just scored a TD about not too long ago. Deshaun Watson right now is looking at he's 24 for 45. That's a lot, man, for 169 only, averaging 3.8 yards.
A lot of incompletions.
Yeah, a lot of incompletions, 2 interceptions. Yeah, he's not looking too good, man. Passer rating, it looks like his rating is 51.1, and Scott looks pretty good, but his numbers is not that far off though. Look at this. Dak Prescott's is 19 for 32, 179, averaging of 5.6 yards, 1 TD. So it's not. I mean, his rating is better, but it's not like he's outshining Deshaun.
Yeah, but Deshaun Watson had a lot of garbage shit too. You gotta count. That's the thing.
I ain't defending him. He had a lot of garbage shit, but Micah Parsons was in the backfield all day long. I don't know if they forgot to block him.
He was. He caused a few false starts too. He was
in the backfield. Yeah, every play on defense, he was back there.
But that being said, though, man, Deshaun Watson's confidence is at a negative 20.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Because even when he had time, he was throwing the ball. It was just,
they started great too. I mean, the Browns, I thought they was gonna play today, man.
It's hard to have confidence when you see that fucking great white shark coming off the edge. Every goddamn play, bro. Like he was there. So I say 80% of the time, Michael Parsons was in the backfield.
No, he was.
They can't get nobody to chip
I just don't think it really matters with him, to be fair, going for. I just think he's cooked. I'm sorry.
They're gonna have to, he's healthy. He's gonna have to play.
Yeah, even no excuses. He's healthy.
He's gonna have to play. He's gonna have to play his way out of whatever the funk he's in right now, because he's in a funk. He's gonna have to play himself out of that shit, because this is it right here for Cleveland. This is it. This is it right here. There's nothing else. They got their stud on defense. They picked up Cooper. They who else they got? They picked up another offensive player. Not
Judy.
sure. Mixon, right? Mixon?
No, Judy.
No,
Judy. All right, Judy. They got Judy. So they, whatever situation they in right now, they're gonna have to play it out, and that's that. So either he's gonna play himself out of this funk, or he's gonna stay in the funk. But this year we're gonna find out what's really good with Deshaun Watson, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, Strong. They got Jerome Ford. I mean, let me see.
Judy.
Yeah, their running back situation shaky though.
They running back
situation. Yeah. Ford, I don't really believe in him too much. I think he was, you know.
Come on, though. Amari Cooper, 16 yards right now. Come on. Come on.
He couldn't get him the ball. He just couldn't get him the ball, man.
You got to do something better than that, man. Like, you know, what's this kid's name? What's no, y'all laughing for real. Like how, like you know, Cooper, like.
Oh my God, man!
I don't know. He better, like you said.
Maybe Deshaun Watson need to go back and get some head from those chicks, man. Maybe that's what he needs to do.
He needs them to
go back to the motherfucker. Something. Get some dome or something.
Get his head. Get his neck snapped, you know, not snapped, but
the massage beans, that Thai massage where they walk on your back, you know what I mean?
That's what he need. He need that.
Nah, he threw you in the motherfucking egg roll, you know what I mean?
But all jokes aside, listen, that is a big investment on Cleveland's part. But they invested in Deshaun Watson and what they've been getting,
and don't forget
I would be concerned. I would be concerned, man. Let me tell you, very much concerned, man. To a point where, man, you might look to dump him, man. Like somehow get out of it.
If they don't win this year, Stoney, ain't gonna be no looking. They're
gonna have to get out of that.
Ain't no look. That
and hope that somebody look at it like, you know what? Maybe he need to change the scenery.
You gotta take that trash bag outside. Like
maybe he need to change the scenery.
That shit smell like unclean fish right now. You got it.
No, it is funky right now.
Yeah, it's funky.
It is funky, man. And
man,
I don't know, man. I didn't. But you know something? There was so many red flags.
Satisfied with that product.
Before they gave him that money, there was so many red flags. It just something just wasn't right with that situation.
A lot of people said don't give him that bread. A lot of people
Cleveland ignored the red flag. I'm sure they did. They just saw a guy that they just saw what he did in Houston, but man, it was clearly a situation where they should have investigated it more, looked into it more, and reserved themselves because it was just, he had a lot of baggage. It was just so much going on, man. I don't know what they thought they was gonna get. You know, he had so much.
You knew what they thought they was gonna get. We all knew what they thought they was gonna get.
We all know what they thought they was gonna get.
I knew what they thought.
I mean, I didn't like it though. Like I would have stayed away from it.
I didn't like what they gave. I didn't like the whole.
Yeah, I would have went after him, but I wouldn't have gave him that bread like that.
I wouldn't have gave him that. No way I would have gave him that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have guaranteed him the whole bag. Like they guaranteed.
I agree.
Give him that bread, but guaranteed him a certain percentage of that.
Enough of that, dude.
He got all of it.
He got more than Houston, but he wasn't enough to guarantee all that. Let's keep it 100.
They guaranteed the whole bag.
You know, they just saw it was a big. He was projected to be the ceiling was very high.
Very high. Not guarantee every penny of a.
No. I'm just saying the ceiling.
Unheard of.
The ceiling was very high for him.
I'm not saying it wasn't beans, but that's unheard of for someone to get guaranteed every penny in the NFL contract. This is the NFL.
I think Kirk Cousins got that. Kirk got that in Minnesota. I think he did.
He did, but it was short though. It was short.
All his guarantees. Yeah, Kirk.
He got the whole
I know, but the thing,
that's unheard of.
The difference is his guarantees is like 2 years, maybe.
Man, Kirk. Look it up, Stoney. Kurt was
how much money though did they guarantee?
The first one to get a fully guaranteed.
That was a mistake too.
I know, but we're talking about the amount of money. Deshaun Watson, I think they guaranteed him like almost.
That's the biggest contract ever.
At the time when Kurt got his, that was the first one.
Yeah,
that was the first one.
You're right.
But I know one thing: Kurt wasn't guaranteed for that month. That was 250, 40. That's unheard of, bro.
At the time he got guaranteed, it was a lot. It was
yeah. But
for 1 year.
Whether you think Deshaun Watson's ceiling is Mahomes or whatever, I'm not saying he didn't have a ceiling beans. You're right, because his ceiling was high. I'm not going to front and say it wasn't. But in the NFL, for you to get the full gap, that's just very rare.
I know that's rare. I know what you're saying. I didn't expect that.
And I'm not shitting on him for getting it, by the way. And I'm not saying he did what he did to get that. But the thing is, if I'm not mistaken, what did they gave up? they gave up picks for him too, right? Am I bugging? Or
they gave up first round picks.
Yeah, so that's another thing. To me, that's even worse. That's like
I think one of the picks was CJ Stroud, if I ain't mistaken.
Nah, I don't think so.
One of them picks was a
high. They did mortgage their future though. I ain't gonna lie to you. They mortgaged that shit. They said, "Fuck this."
Yeah, they were booing him today. I know that. Boo, boo, boo.
Oh, they were booing him.
Yeah, man. There's problems there. There's definitely problems there. I mean, it's a big difference when you're a guy like him that got the potential and you got all that pressure on you. Because he didn't have too much pressure in Houston because Houston was rebuilding. He just so happens to catch fire, got busy, did his thing.
You know
his
what?
mind was somewhere else. And
I think you're hitting. I think
that shit up over there.
You're totally right. You're hitting something right on the nose. Like when he was.
This is different.
Houston was on a rebuild when he was hot. So the pressure really wasn't on him. It was on the team to build around him. And then
there was no pressure because they was growing with him, you know. So he was comfortable. But you know,
good observation on that part. But you know, put it this way, the shit's on the table. Like he's gonna have to put up or shut up. So we're gonna see this year. I can't write him off until
one game.
Let's see what happens on. Let's see what happens before mid-season, before Christmas time.
I'm wrong. I just don't.
We'll see what happens.
I don't see it getting better.
The same way I'm trying to tell Stacks. The same way I'm trying to tell Stacks to just see what happened with his boy Brissett.
My boy. You ain't gonna tell me nothing about it. You keep hey, pause before I say this. You can keep sliding that in. Pause. All you want. I will never agree with that bullshit. You can keep on. You think you okay me too? You be sliding that shit in.
But Bean, you gotta be fair though. You can't even put Brissett. As much as I think Deshaun Watson is cooked grease fried chicken,
right?
Brissett's never had that ceiling. Never.
I understand what you're saying.
So he ain't gonna get no time. Just go over there and give me a couple of field goals if you can. Let my defense do what we can, and we just hold the shit forward. But Deshaun Watson, that's a loss. That's a
okay.
loss.
Let me ask y'all a question. Then you talking Deshaun Watson? Y'all talking Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
If the opportunity was for us, if that was us, and they say, "Yo, New England, Cleveland, last year as we rebuilding," and they think, "Like, yo, this ain't." What if they threw that at us? Y'all wouldn't have took that?
No,
not if we had to give them that. Not if we had to mortgage our future. No, we're not mortgaging.
I would say if they would have paid 3/4 of his contract, I'd have took him.
But we wouldn't have paid that though. They wouldn't have paid.
If they would have paid that.
No, I know, but we wouldn't even pay the rest of that. So you're saying, but no, I'm just keeping it real. But you think Bob Kraft? Listen, we keep it real. We're one of the lowest cap spending teams in the league. And real quick, Beans, who's our coaching staff?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
No, before you make that decision, who's your coaching staff? Is it the coaching staff we have now?
The coaching staff we have.
We wouldn't have been an option because Van Pelt don't like Deshaun Watson. So we wouldn't even have been an option. Just keeping it 100. Check the history on that. So he wouldn't even have came here. It wouldn't even have been an option. Now with a different coaching staff, if Bob Kraft, if they're gonna spend 3/4, I say 70%. Give me 30% non-guaranteed. Boom.
70% like that, like those said over Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, I would have took him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say I wanted to took him. You gotta roll the dice, but like Stacks said, you're gonna pay more than halfway.
No, I would have took him. He's just a stopgap.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's a good start. Yeah, I'm not gonna say no, because to be fair, his game is more like, I'm not saying they're the same player. But his game is more like Drake May, dual threat, than Jacoby Brissett is. You know what I mean? So, well, not today. Brissett looked like motherfucking Randall Cunningham out there.
You don't have had good feet today, I'll tell you that much.
You're disrespecting number 12, dog.
Don't say that. You know that Randall Cunningham is.
I'm exaggerating, but you all know what I mean. 37 yards. You know what the odds on that were, Crook? Plus fucking 1,100 or plus 1,000. You could put
going to limb. I think I'm going to
the odds for what?
Brissett getting over 30 rushing yards. It was like some.
Get out of here.
Nah, hell no.
Plus 1,000. Yeah.
I mean, not that that's something you would have been looking at as a sports bet.
Nah,
That's the last thing you're thinking about in that particular game.
I'm gonna go to the window again. I'm gonna give y'all the blast off of the days. I think they're gonna beat Seattle next week. I'm
taking that. Yo, listen, I agree on that. Look, the Patriots they're like 3-point underdogs. I'm taking that plus money. I'm taking them to win.
Okay, so before y'all,
and look, and we got to take that early because the money's going to come in on them, and it ain't even going to be as valuable.
Hold on 1 second because I'm going to switch gears.
You got to make like yesterday. Like when you wake up in the morning, when the odds come out, you got to hop on that ASAP because it's going to
real quick. We got 5 minutes or 10 minutes or so left on this, right? But
yeah, and I got to pick for tonight too.
Yeah, hold on.
Monday night.
That's okay. So let's move on to the next two games before we go into next week's. We could do that on Thursday, but let's do this for the next two. Tonight's game, what you guys got on tonight's game, what y'all think about tonight's game, and who is playing Monday night, guys? I didn't really check that.
The Rams at Detroit.
That's tonight.
That's tonight. The Rams at Detroit, and I'm taking the Rams plus 5.5 over Detroit. That's what I'm going to the window with.
The Rams plus 5.5 over Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I already. Matter of fact, I already went to the window.
Okay, and Detroit, and this is
with my prop bets. You want?
I don't know about that one, Stoney, but I'll go with you with that. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't think that. I think the Rams will cover that, man. The Lions will cover that. Truthfully, I think the Lions will win this game. That's just me. But next game, what's Monday night's game? So what you got, Doe? Tonight's game. Who you have tonight, and what you got on it?
Sean, yes, Doe got some prop bets.
Go ahead.
St. Brown 70 plus receiving, Laporta 40 plus, Nakua 60 plus, and Detroit 23 over 23.5.
Okay.
Plus 3.
I like that. I like that.
Plus 330.
Plus 330.
I like that.
Yeah, that's doable. It's doable.
Yeah, it's doable. I mean, they expect this to be like one of them type of games.
Stacks, who you like for tonight's game? Who you like for tonight's game?
I'm going with Detroit. I already called.
I'm going with Detroit. I got Detroit, man. I'm telling you.
I just think they ready. Like Stoney said, if San Fran fall off, I think Detroit's going to leapfrog them. That's just
exactly.
There
you go. Yeah, that's the team in the.
Is McCaffrey playing tomorrow?
Yeah, he's playing.
He is.
Okay. Yeah, he's going. Hell yeah, he's playing. Hell yeah.
I just wasn't sure of his health. I know something was up with him. I haven't been following him.
It's always up with him, but he's playing.
So this is how I'm
on the injury report.
Yeah, but he's been playing lately because the last year before last.
He's been playing, but he's always on that injury report, though. That's true. Always on that.
Listen to this is how we're gonna do this little game. We're gonna pick a couple games of the week. This is what we're gonna do. All right. I know everybody got their best bets and they picks they love to do. You can do that and you can throw those out as your separate, thing that you do for the week. But as a team, let's pick between us four, we can agree. Let's pick the top 4 games of the week, right? And then each one of us will give our predictions on that game, win or lose, however you want to call it, by the spread, whatever the cost, whatever it is. And then we'll tally that up and whoever is the winner at the end of the season. So right now we got 2 games on the slate for the week 1 that we can count. We're going to start with this. We're going to start with this Rams game that Stoney has, Rams plus 5, right? So basically you're taking the Rams. I'm taking the Lions. Stacks is taking the Lions.
Yeah, you're taking the Lions. How though?
I'm taking the Lions to win. I'm taking the Lions to win.
Oh yeah. I mean that's
I'm taking it straight up. I'm taking it straight up.
Straight up. There you go. Straight up.
Straight up.
Take too long to do this. Do it like they do on fucking Fox.
Win or lose, straight up. You know what I mean? I think that's the way we should have, like, pick the games of the week that we like.
Yeah. I mean, we could
You
do
know?
that. I mean,
And,
I'm
you know,
programmed, but I mean,
I know
Yeah,
you program on something.
I don't
I
like.
know it's
No, reason why I'm saying that, that's separate from
No,
what
it's
you
cool,
are,
but-
from the gems that you're
yeah.
throwing, from the betting gems that you throw out to the people.
Yeah,
this is separate.
The whole parlays and the bets, that's another segment, right?
That's
there.
a whole
Yeah,
nother
yeah.
segment. That's just you
I see
guys.
what you're saying. Yeah, we're just
You
going
see what I'm
game.
saying? We got to do games of the week. You know,
I'll take the Rams
on.
I'll take the Rams on the upset tonight.
Okay, you'll take the Rams. And Doe, who do you have tonight?
They in Detroit.
Yeah,
I'll take Detroit.
you take Detroit. Okay, so there you go. That's that. And then tomorrow we have what tomorrow game is?
Jets
at San
Jets
Fran.
in San Fran.
I'm pounding the Jets plus 3.5.
You're pounding the Jets. Okay. Plus 3.5.
Pounding.
Tomorrow night's game.
I'm pounding.
I
that.
say,
Damn.
tell you the truth, straight up to win. I got the Jets winning.
I'm gonna take San Fran.
I'm with Doe. I'm co-signing.
I'm taking the Jets. I'm taking the Jets on the upset.
I'm gonna take San Fran.
I'm
taking the Jets on the. I'm taking the Jets on the upset because I think San Fran. I think they fatigued. They played a lot of games. They go into the playoffs. They go to the NFC Championship. I think this team might be on a fatigue. They might be on a fatigue status. I'm trying to tell you. They play a lot of games. They've been playing. It's just like any other sport. They play a lot of games every year. Every year they deep. They play a lot of games. I get it. I know it's a new season and off season and all that, but the fact of the matter is they playing more than a lot of these teams are playing, you know. So I feel like they might be in a situation where they might be taking a step back. That's what I'm predicting them to take a step back this year. They might not be that squad. Like, how long can you be that squad in a conference that's just dominating everything? So I just feel like that factor. I feel like the Jets, they coming in ready. They amp. They got Rodgers back. Their defense is ferocious. And they ready to just make a statement. So not only am I taking them 3.5, definitely, but I'm also picking them to win tomorrow night.
Thank you. That's how I like you to run that. I like you to run your picks based on how as far as the schematics. I like you based on your schematics, but then give me how you feel about the overall game. I like the Jets overall because just like you said, the defense. That's a stout defense. They've been, as we talked about, Cleveland's defense for the past few years. These are good defenses for the past few years.
Y'all just going to disrespect San Fran defense, huh?
No, we're not disrespecting them. I'm not saying that. I'm just calling right now. I'm calling Jets. No, hold on. The reason why I'm calling the Jets,
they got some injuries on the offensive line too. Stacks. I'm not. It's not
what Aaron Rodgers is gonna do. Let's see what that's gonna look like.
They got some injuries. They got some injuries on the offensive line. They just signed Trent Williams. Shout out to them for making that happen because they damn sure needed him. But they got some issues on that offensive line. They hampering some injuries there. Yeah, the defense is their defense, but I just think that fatigue factor is gonna play a little part, man. I think this team, mentally, physically, I think they've been playing a lot of games. I mean, what more can I say?
There's professional athletes. They know how to rest and do whatever they got to do.
Okay, no, I get it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit here and say officially that's why I'm doing it. I'm not saying officially. I'm just saying why I'm leaning that way. Like that's what I see in a lot of these teams that always making it to the end, always getting there. And it's like with basketball. Same thing with basketball. The same thing. It's just that this team year in and year out is always at the end. Always at the end. So I just feel like that's just playing a factor in my pick. I'm not saying that that's the factor, but it's just playing a factor.
I think I see what you're saying. I just think overall the Jets just might surprise San Fran. That's all I'm thinking.
That's just think will be a surprise though, because Jets have one of the best rosters in the NFL per Pro Football Focus. I don't even think that's an upset. And to be honest with you, if it's only healthy. 3, that's Stoney, that when it's 3, it's basically a pick 'em. So I mean, technically, yeah, it would be an upset, but I don't think it would be if the Jets win that game. I mean, their roster's stacked, bro.
The consensus is going to come down to a field goal. Whoever has that last possession.
That's what I'm saying. It's not really an upset. Is what the Patriots did and what a few other teams did today. Not this game.
Right.
Because the Jets just got a great roster, man. They do. They got a
and I don't want Stacks. We're not Jets fans over here. We're not Jets fans over here. We know that the Jets has been building something.
We've seen advantage. That's it. We've seen advantage.
If the coach doesn't get in the way, because he's a fucking bozo, and if they stay healthy, Jets are gonna be tough this year.
There you go. I think they might be.
In
our division, I was thinking the Jets might be more of a problem than Miami. That's just me. I was just thinking, to cover these two Jet games the next few weeks. We got the Jets coming up in a few weeks or whatever like that, and then I think we see them before the break or some shit. Like before, we used to see them at the end of the season and the beginning, but it seems like we're going to see them twice within that first half of the season. And that could be a spoiler for us if we don't capitalize. Remember what Belichick used to always say: you win your division, you get into the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah,
so I mean that's a tall task.
No, not win your division, but if you stay on top of your division, we could be number 2 in the division. Right behind Miami or the Jets, whoever it is, or Buffalo.
Well, it's just that we have first, and we're gonna make sure that Jacoby.
I know I'm just saying. I understand what I'm saying, but to deal with our divisional foes so early in the season, it makes the task a little bit harder.
That division, our division, tough this year.
That's what I'm saying. We're dealing with them. We're dealing with them a little bit up front.
Maybe the best conference in the AFC. Maybe.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're the AFC East. They're like the NFC East. That was a battle over there. Every year, a new team was winning that division. So I think our division might become that same type of division. Just everybody just on that same status, man, just fighting and crawling
exactly
everything, man. It's just tough. It's not a walkthrough anymore like it used to be for the last 20 years.
There you go.
Like they finally caught up to us after 20 years.
Right. So that's what I'm saying about like how I feel about like teams like the Jets and stuff like that. Remember, you guys were saying Buffalo might take a downturn. Like Buffalo might not be taking a downturn. You see what I'm saying? They might not be going. Buffalo might be, it could be a coaching thing because I still think the coach is a bozo, like Sean would say. I think the coach is a bozo. I do not like Buffalo's coach. Like they could have probably won a Super Bowl by now if it wasn't for him and some of his coaching styles and plays that decisions that he made. But once again, that's our foes in our division. That's who we're gonna be having to deal with. Jets, Buffalo, Miami. So, Gerard got a tall task. The Patriots got a tall task.
Buffalo is another team with the fucking Patrick Mahomes hangover in the playoffs.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. Besides Baltimore, right? Those dudes have been getting smacked in the mouth.
Cannot beat him in the playoffs.
Beat Pat. You know what I mean? Right. So, and those teams are going to be scrambling and clawing and biting, like you said, to make it back to that AFC championship to kind of like, everybody knows it's going through Pat Mahomes again.
It is. I don't
see. They know that.
It is.
And they know that. And rightfully so.
And rightfully so. I'm talking about from AFC East, West.
Same thing he said about us when we had Tom. Same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Now we know how it feels like to be on the other side of that.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a very interesting season. I like all the talk and banter, and we keep it real on how we feel and stuff like that. I know we got week 2 coming up. We got Seattle coming up as far as New England Patriots are coming up. I don't have the schedule in front of me. I know Thursday night we'll be talking again about the upcoming week, so we can save that for the Thursday night show. Sean, I hope you're here. We're going to be trying to kick out these shows at 7 p.m. on Thursday nights to make it sweet. Go ahead.
Before we go, I want to send a special shout out to those main man, Sean Payton, for making that goddamn rookie quarterback drop back 55 times and throw the ball. I'm blown by that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
we didn't even talk about Denver. Oh shit, we didn't talk about Denver. Let's talk about that real quick. What happened with Denver? Tell me, yo. Let me go look at that score.
We'll go look at it when we get off the show. I ain't spending 1 minute on Sean Payton, Bo Nix.
Though 55 times you make a rookie drop back and throw the ball 55.
Shame on me. I did a prop bet because I was up so high. I did a prop, him throwing over 175 yards and I think 2 touchdowns or some shit.
55 times?
Yo, they had him back there, man. He was going.
No,
blame Russell Wilson for that one.
Yo, yeah, he was going.
My man probably thought he was back in Oregon again.
No, let me tell you, and I was a prop bet too, man. That was a prop bet, man, that I slept on, that he would throw an interception.
He threw it off his back leg.
He threw 2 interceptions, but man,
he looked terrible in it. I'm sorry.
That was.
It's gonna go week by week. He might be good, but I'm telling you, he looked like.
You can't make him drop back 55 times.
He can't. His arm strength. They say his arm.
Where's the running backs? Those stacks. If you're saying that, where's the running backs?
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna drop back 55 times, you better have some stud receivers at least. They don't name 1, 2, 3. Name me Denver starting receivers. You can't name them. You can't name them. You can't name.
I don't know. I don't know one. I don't know one.
Tight end is Fant their tight end? No, he's
Sutton, Cortland Sutton.
Hamlin.
I see you looking it up. So you cheating right now.
Hamlin.
I know, man. I had him in my mind. I just couldn't come up with him. But you're right. No, you're right.
He's a genius, right? He's supposed to be able to do all that, man.
Okay, so look at the receivers is Josh Reynolds, Javon Villi, Cortland Sutton, Dolce, whatever, Greg, Michael Burton, Malik McGolfin, like Adam Tartman, Lil Jordan Humphrey.
He's a bum.
That's an expatriate.
Yes, Little Jordan Humphrey. He didn't even get 1 rep. He didn't even get no yards.
He was on the Saints. That's why he's on Denver. That's the thing with Payton. He likes to get his little toys and that he knows people he knows and wants to buy into that bullshit.
No, yo, listen. Denver don't look. I don't know.
Bo Nix couldn't get 175 yards, bro. Are you fucking serious?
55 throws, though.
130, 138. 42
or 55.
42 attempts.
It was more than that.
Nah,
it might be drop 2. It might be drop backs, but he had 42 attempts.
Yeah, 42 attempts.
Yeah, 42
that's still a lot.
Well, you know what that doesn't come on that stat sheet when he dropped back. He might have gotten sacked.
47 rating. That's brutal.
So he might have gotten sacked a few
times. He might have got sacked them times.
Two out of 6 times. So he must have been pressured 6 times. He got 2 sacks.
Stacks. By tomorrow, Stats is gonna say 60 attempts.
And your boy Gino looked not too well. Gino, Gino was pressured 13 times. They got him twice though. So
oh man,
yeah. And Gino ended up with 100. Yo, that's like low numbers to me, man. When I see quarterbacks having 100 and something yards,
especially in this day and age, that's what I'm saying. This
that's
day and
low,
age.
man.
Well, this might be the year of the defense, man. I mean, I think they locking in.
Y'all talk about Bo Nix and Geno Smith, though.
They locking in, man.
Tom and Peyton playing each other.
The Stacks is crazy. Like y'all talking about.
Can't blame Russell Wilson. Can't blame Sean Payton.
I know we went over. I know we went over our time. I try to keep it. My task this season is to make sure I keep it under 2 hours. So the game is about to be on. Yo, real quick before we go, guys, don't sign off before me saying this. I jumped in today on Old Bull Young's Cavs podcast this afternoon. Early on today, they had a pregame show, and I jumped on. They gave us mad love, mad shout outs.
Were you on time, were you on time for their show?
I wasn't. No, I just jumped in there. Like I was just scrolling through. It was like, oh shit, they on, and then I just.
He said, "Fuck that! I'm gonna be late for my own show that I run. I'm gonna be on time for this shit."
Man. Come on, man. Yo, listen, you guys should be running this without me now. Like y'all don't need
You
me.
were until you came
And
on.
we didn't send the text message, Beans. You did. I didn't send it.
Crook was doing a good job. Then you came in like a bull in a china shop. No,
Yo, listen.
No, listen. Look, man, our shit ain't scripted, man. Everything
no, we love it, though. We gotta keep it like
everything is organic.
We gotta keep it. It's organic. It's we keep it raw.
We might cover.
No homo. No,
Let me chill. I don't want to say that, but we might cover so we get some grades one day.
Yo, shout out.
So we out of here. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Right,
It is Parlay with us, man. Yo, listen, real quick. I gotta say it. Let me hold on real quick, man. I don't know what happened. Doe. Oh, let me hold on. Doe, I don't know what happened. You know what was supposed to happen?
Yeah, real quick. So
real quick, we were supposed to.
No, I talked to Zay today. I talked to Nonchalant Zay. We got some shit coming out. He's gonna talk about the intro and he's gonna give us his background. That's Crook's people. Crook put me on with him. We've been connecting. I spoke to him. He was very excited to come on. He said he had to do something today, but next week he'll be available. So next
good. That's why I put that special guest up there. The special guest tonight was supposed to be
Nonchalant Zay.
Right.
I listened to his whole catalog. This shit's fire.
Good. So next, when we can actually pinpoint that schedule,
so
we'll do that again.
For linking them up with me, and shout out for Crook for putting them on this show.
Yeah.
Like I told you, Beans, and I told Stacks, I think we gotta ride that. We ride that intro out. You know what I mean? Like I just think I love it, man.
It just fits.
Fits,
no, it fits. But you know what? New season, I like to give something new, fresh. And you know what, though? You're an artist on our show, so I think it's well deserved.
Nah, but you
put an imprint on there. I'm not forcing you.
No, to be fair though, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like I'm not really intro type dude like that. I mean, the thing that makes his shit dope. That's really not an intro. That's a song.
That's a song. I clipped it.
No, it fits. But it's a song. He's not talking about the show. It just fits. The beat fits.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be maybe the song, man, because we got something in the works. So we could we'll figure it out. Right. But we'll talk about that more next week. No pressure.
No pressure. So with that being said, guys, we'll see each other on Thursday night, 7:00. Parlay with us. We'll be doing this again and coming to you guys with some fire content. So with that being said, go enjoy the games, guys. I got the Lions and more picks, more bets. Parlays, all of that is coming with you guys. We're gonna have our own little personal game of the weeks type stuff, a couple games of the week, who wins, boom, 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 whatever. Y'all see what it is. I'll see you guys. Go ahead. What about Stoney?
What's good?
He's gone.
Stoney got to come better than that. He got. I think he got a camera in here. See me get this hat out the closet though.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
But you know what?
Game,
y'all are big fans. Of course, y'all gonna come up with some of the same stuff, man.
Let me tell you something, Stacks. I got some shit, my guy. Yeah, I got some shit.
Tell you, man.
But first game of the season, this is what I always do right here. First game of the season, man.
I already know how Stacks. Let me tell you, I already know how Stacks do it.
I got a kid.
This dude already probably already had, his computer probably got a catalog of shit that's already coming. That's coming. It's on its way, yo. He got stuff that's stacked already, and then he got stuff that's coming because he knows it's a long season.
Stacks,
yo, don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you.
Yo, Stacks, I'm home. You know what I mean? I got that.
You get
I'm home.
You probably get some Stack here. I give you that.
I get shit that you can't get online. You got to walk into.
You're right.
Remember that.
You're right.
So, but be careful, dog. You know what I mean?
I got secret weapons.
Don't poke the bear too much, man.
Don't
bring out some shit. I got some shit, man. Ready, ready.
Peoples, let me go. Doe jumped off because Doe probably got school in the morning. But I'll see you guys later.
Nah, we good.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.